Yes, a grand, warming welcome to Let's Be Real. We're discussing Stranger Things. Bum, bum, bum.
Things are stranger.
I love the music, the intro music.
Oh, yeah.
The synth.
It definitely shakes everything on my living room.
You
with
shake
my
everything
subwoofer.
in your living room.
Yeah.
No, you shake it.
I shake it?
Yeah, I've seen you.
Shake and bake?
You're a wild animal.
I got coyote. I had a dream that I was being chased by a coyote, by the way. That's a wild animal.
That is interesting.
It was screaming real nasty.
I had an interesting dream last night, bro. It was about like this big snake. It was weird.
Really?
It was like it's totally not Stranger Things related, but it was like this snake would like it was going through this water, and you were in it too. Like it was me and you, like a bunch of our friends, and Erica was in it. We were like at a beach house. It was so weird. So like I'm the only one that's noticing this for some reason. Like we're on the rooftop of the beach house just hanging out, and I'm noticing this like lake, and it's like kind of low tide, but in between high. It's like right between, and I'm like noticing the snake. It comes out, and then it starts like folding itself on top of each other.
Really? Like a piece of paper?
No, yeah, kind of like the tail and the body was just like folding itself, and like it like turns and sees me, and I'm like, oh dang, this is it.
Oh dang.
So what happens is, I tell everybody, I start freaking out, like we gotta get out of here, and we end up all like in this shack, which we never left the house. It's like you
just
teleported. And it's like a 2-story shack. Probably was a 2-story house, but it looked like a shack. It was beaten down. It was not good. It was bad. It was like the worst rated Airbnb probably. But like next thing you know, there's these like random people I'd never seen. Look like Nancy from Stranger Things. And you just see the tail of the snake just break through the roof and like stab her through the head and just take her.
Really?
And I'm like, wait a minute, what the heck is going on? And I'm like, oh. Then I woke up.
What'd you watch? What'd you eat before you went to bed?
I don't know. I didn't eat anything like weird like that. Like that I would, I eat normal. I just eat what I eat, and
He ate what he ate.
I ate what I ate, and that's what I got.
Yeah, I don't know. I was being chased by.
I
something. It was
unsubscribed
like
to that service.
Screeching real loud, and it was nasty. I couldn't get
Yesterday?
away from it, and then I woke up.
Yesterday?
Well, whenever I slept.
Interesting.
Whenever I slept last.
So yes, we're discussing Stranger Things season 4.
Season 4 recap.
The recap.
What was your dad joke?
That's
While you
it.
look for it, I have. You can't see it here, but I have a cup, Stranger Things cup. When
Well, it's not a glass.
Universal. Well, no, it's plastic. I think. From Universal Studios, Orlando, it's when they did the Stranger Things house for Halloween Horror Nights. It's got the Mind Flayer from the ending of, I believe, season 2. Yeah, they're in the pumpkin patch. Is that season 2, or is that the end of season 1? It's got the giant Mind Flayer that we see at the end of one of the seasons.
Oh, you talk when it's over the school?
Yeah,
that's when Billy was there.
So that's the end of season 2 then.
Yeah.
Because the end of season 3
ends with the whole thing with Hop.
Right.
So I got this dad joke.
And I'm wearing my Metallica Master of Puppets t-shirt.
And I'm wearing my Stranger Things classic t-shirt.
Honor Ed.
So, are you ready for this?
I don't think
What do you call Joyce Byers when she is running from the Russians?
What do you call Joyce Byers when she's running from the Russians?
Yeah, I want you to think about this, man. Like, I just feel like you just give up. Just think. I want you to like really think.
Well, I'm trying to think of something from the seasons, from the episodes.
What do you call Joyce Byers when she's running away from the Russians?
I don't know. Fugitive?
You said what?
A fugitive?
No. Winona Hyder.
Oh my god. See, it's nothing to do with this with with the
It
season.
doesn't have to be Winona Ryder.
Winona Ryder, Winona Hyder. Oh my god.
Come on, that was pretty good.
When are we gonna hide her?
She was hiding.
Yeah, with the peanut butter.
And
You don't remember that?
yeah, I do, but for some reason my face wanted to make a weird noise. What? I'm having a stroke. But yeah, so Stranger Things season 4 recap. Your thoughts, Juan? Oh wait, hold on. This is Let's Be Real with Tyler and Juan. So your thoughts, Juan?
That's when the intro.
So now your thoughts on Stranger Things season 4.
I
Don't say everything about it. Just like what are your basic thoughts on it?
I really enjoyed the I really enjoyed the whole season. The length of the episodes themselves was one thing that I really, really enjoyed. They were all like movie length, which is good. Because then I don't feel like I can watch them all in one sitting. I'm pretty sure people have, but they're all at least an hour and 30 to an hour and 45 minutes, except for the last episode, which was 2.5 hours.
That's what I did. I watched it back to back.
Well, I watched like 3 episodes in one day, and it was like, 3 hours out of my day had already been gone.
Yeah, no, I didn't care. I was like, nope, watching it all at once,
Yeah.
and I was depressed for like, what was it, like 3 weeks?
Yeah, because then you had to wait.
You had to wait.
See, I savored the moment.
Yes, like a nice juicy steak. You savor the flavor.
Medium rare. Yeah. But no, and the audio was great. The visuals were great. So everything and I loved the characters this season. We got much more development from previous characters, and we got a new character.
You got a couple new characters.
Yeah, a couple new characters. But one of them that I really
Brochachos.
Oh, I love that guy. That guy. Argyle, man.
Brochachos.
Pineapple on pizza does belong.
Oh my god.
It does.
That's awesome because we're gonna have some friends over. We're gonna order some pizza and we're getting Hawaiian.
And we're getting Hawaiian. Yep.
Hawaii.
At least I am.
Oh, at least we are.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yep.
Pineapple belongs on people.
On people.
I'm a pizza. I'm so sorry. What's going on today?
Sorry if you're listening to headphones and you're just yelling over here.
I love my wife. I also miss her. She's in Connecticut for the week.
Oh boy.
So I've been here at the house by myself. Not even gaming, bro.
Man, I haven't gamed in weeks.
What is gaming? Anyways, I'm super excited because Stranger Things season 4. We waited so freaking long for this season. One thing that probably people don't appreciate about this is the 2 cops, man, from the previous season.
Oh yeah, I don't remember their names, but I
don't
like
either.
them.
It's like they were in the house, like they were. I appreciated them, like they're like, oh no, we're gonna do this, and then, I don't know why, but I appreciated them still being on the show. I appreciate that they didn't get killed off, that they were still a part of it.
Yeah, I thought that when they were hunting for Eddie,
Yeah.
I thought that they were gonna die.
Yeah, like a Demogorgon was gonna pop up or something.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it. The music for me is what did it for me.
I love the music.
Well,
they always kill it. They always kill it with the music.
Oh yeah.
On the show, 80s music is pretty good.
This made me fall in love with 80s style music, just heavy synths. Like I love it.
Oh yeah.
Like the intro music, bro. Like if we could just play that right here, like right now, like this intro music, just.
Yep.
That'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah. Definitely 80s pop was a lot better than pop that we have now.
Yeah, man. This season definitely has me running up that hill. I'm so sorry. I'm just. Yeah, but now we can get into it. I'm gonna just say my favorite character, going into this show from previous season, obviously, I'm gonna say is Dustin.
Love some Dustin.
Oh man, Dustin is amazing. I love the whole group, and I loved how they were all spread out.
Yeah, this is the most spread out that they've ever been. I think last season they were pretty spread out. It was mostly Max and Elle, and then it was all the boys.
Yeah, they were. I mean, but they were all in the same town.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in this one. They're like completely different areas.
Oh yeah. They're
Like,
on different parts.
One's
of
in
the
California.
country.
They're in Hawkins in
Some
Russia.
of them are in Nevada.
So, like that's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like, yeah, I mean last season, the season 3, yeah, they were split up as well because Max and 11 got closer.
Mm-hmm.
All the guys kind of just started hanging out again. But yeah, I appreciated how there was like 3 different things going on at once. You know, you got.
There's a lot to focus on. There's
Yeah,
a lot
with-
to focus on.
I love Argyle, man. Bruchachos.
I love, yeah. I love that actor. I
He
forgot.
did a good job.
I forgot his name, but he plays a good role in anything he's in.
Like,
I think the first time I saw him was a movie called Booksmart with and that movie was directed by Olivia Wilde. That movie was great, but he was in there, and he just killed it. He killed it in that movie as well.
Oh,
He's just a side character, but
he's
he
a
did.
really good. He's a really good guy. I like his character. He's
Yeah.
funny. His one-liners are so classic. Like he's the best at one-liners in the show. But he introduced us to the song again. Like reintroduced us to the song that was like famous in Scooby Doo. That pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side. Pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side.
That was
When
in
they were-
Scooby Doo.
Yeah, when they were remember they were in the van in the mystery machine, and he was cooking up burgers for him and Scooby, and then that guy approached them from Spooky Island, saying, "We need you guys to come to Spooky Island."
The live action movie.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That
I was
song-
thinking of the
that so-
cartoon.
Imagine if it was in the cartoon. But no, that song was in there, and then that song was reintroduced in the Stranger Things when him and Jonathan, when he's like, when Jonathan at the table was like, "You're going. Where are you going?"
Oh, when they were both high.
Yeah, he's like, "You're going where?" And yeah, Jonathan was also getting a little dull for me.
He's been dull for me since the beginning.
Says he's been taking pictures of girls.
Taking pictures of Nancy's.
There's more than one. Yeah, Jonathan. He kind of had a good moment. He had a good moment with Will in this show, where he had to reassure his brother, like, "Hey, I'm always here for you," which
Yeah.
I thought was good because it kind of brought a different. It made him look better, as far as like in the eye of the viewer, to me at least.
Yeah, I like that moment between them two.
Yeah,
Because he's trying to.
Will's felt lost for so long.
Yeah, and Mike's trying to reassure Elle, and he doesn't have the confidence, and Will is trying to
Reassure
Mike, and he doesn't have the confidence. So then Jonathan jumps in and just like mentions him, talks to him, and like kind of gives him a little confidence boost, which allows him to.
Says like, I'm here for you.
Yeah, I like that, because they were, even though. Because their relationship was kind of like strained a little bit after Will was trapped in the Upside Down for so long.
You talk about Jonathan and Will.
Jonathan and Will.
Yeah, Will with everybody. Their everybody's relationship with Will kind of changed since
Yeah.
he was.
They
Will's
did-
been different. He wasn't the same after that.
He hasn't been the same since the first time he disappeared.
I can agree 100%.
All right. It's moving.
No, like this. I'm just looking at.
It's gonna fall.
It is gonna. So yeah,
We're back.
don't know what happened.
We got caught the gang.
I think Vecna had a hold on me, but
I played your favorite song.
no, you didn't. Anyways, we're gonna.
You're still here, so I must have worked.
I'm still here. Yeah, we didn't hear a song, but anyways, Mike and Will. I think Mike and Will. Will, I think, really needed his brother in that moment, which he got, which was perfect. He needed his brother. He needed somebody that he can count on to be there, and he needed to be reassured.
Yeah.
But man, there's so much more that's happened in this show.
This season was just like
I can't stand
there was
Jason.
a lot of
I can't
stuff.
stand Jason.
Oh, I came unplugged.
I cannot stand.
All right, we're good.
I cannot stand Jason.
Jason is the
jock.
the jock that wanted to murder everybody in the
Oh
town.
my gosh, bro! I was hoping he died. Well, he did.
He did die.
You don't really see him die though.
No,
You just see his body ripped in half.
he gets ripped. Well, he died.
But I'm saying, but you don't see him die. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
wish you would. Like, it would have been cool to see him actually die.
Well, I mean, his body got ripped in half by the town, assuming he probably fell into the Upside Down both halves, or at least one.
Imagine that if he's one of.
He's a half a demodog.
He's a half of Jason. He's just like. He's just crawling around like this.
That's scary, dude.
I would cry.
I would kick that.
I'd pee myself.
So the people who had going crazy, it wasn't to that extent, but during the 80s when D&D was coming around and getting popular, that was a real thing. People thought it was a satanic cult.
Yep.
And they were going, they were going crazy. Not to the extent where they were like hunting down people and trying to kill them, but
Yeah.
That was a real thing.
No, yeah, 100%. Which that's why Eddie was like such a big target for them, but also like there was a lot of character development in this season.
A lot
With Erica, with Lucas's sister,
and Lucas himself.
Yeah, he tried to be the
Lucas
cool
himself.
kid, the jock. And
He was playing basketball. He rode the bench all season up until he got his. The coach put him in at 5 minutes.
Until he got his shot.
He got his shot. He hit the buzzer beater, won the championship game.
Yeah.
Which I kind of felt bad that his friends weren't there to see it, but also it was the end of Eddie's campaign
for D&D.
For D&D, that's how Erica's sister got in. I mean, Lucas' sister got in there. Erica.
Erica got a sister. But yeah, no, it was important. So
it was both scenes were important, and he's torn and like
it's hard. It's like you want to be a certain way, and your friends are like, no, man, like let's be ourselves.
Right, and you still want to hang out with your friends, but you also have these new friends, and also this commitment that you, quotation marks, this commitment that you made to the playing basketball.
Yeah.
Which he was obviously good at, but the coach probably just didn't see that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the 5 minutes that he did play, he was actually doing really well.
I agree 100%. That's true.
Yeah. And to hit the winning game shot, he's definitely going to be a starter in the next season if they go play basketball again.
That's if he even wants to play basketball, because he seemed like he was definitely
not into it.
Yeah, I remember at the end, he was like, if being normal.
He said, I thought I wanted this. I thought I wanted to be
He's
popular.
like, if being normal is being like you, I'd rather be like weird or something, or myself.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool. He finally got his yes. Like he got his game-changing moment.
Mm-hmm.
He had a lot of good moments though, even with Max.
Yeah, their relationship together.
It grew. Like he knew from the beginning something was wrong. He's like, Max.
Well, he knew her.
I know something's wrong. You can talk to me.
Yeah, when you get to know somebody, especially in a place where you're in a relationship like that, like dating, you really get to know them. You really get to read their emotions on their face, even though they're saying they're fine. They're not, just by looking at them. Oh yeah. And you could definitely tell. She was going through a lot.
Ever since Billy died, she's been dealing with that.
She hated Billy. Not hated Billy.
No, I think
Billy was a jerk to her, but that was still her stepbrother, but still.
Was it stepbrother?
It was a stepbrother because her mom got remarried.
That's right, and Billy was
the brother, the older brother.
Oh, you're absolutely right. That is true.
They didn't like each other in season 2. Beginning of season 3, they didn't really like each other, but towards the end, when he got taken over.
Going back in time, though, remember too. Remember when they went back in time and kind of saw her as a kid with Billy around?
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even. He didn't even like her then.
No.
And she was a sweet kid.
Yeah. I and that was cool seeing the scene. Speaking of back in time, when we saw her at the skate park and she was just flipping off all the other dudes because they're like, don't you want to play with dolls?
He's like,
Probably be my kid.
That'd be my daughter.
That's my girl.
That's my girl. Yeah.
But no, going back, we're gonna go from episode 1 of this season to probably 9. We'll speak of the best things. Yeah. To episode 1.
I was kind of waiting. You're like, we're gonna speak. I was like, yeah. I was letting you take the lead.
I thought you were gonna start.
I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay.
So episode
1. Episode 1.
No.
Beep. That episode was crazy with Chrissy.
Yeah.
Is it Chrissy or Christy?
I think it's Chrissy.
This one's for you, Chrissy. God.
Yeah. That was great.
But season 1.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Season 4, episode 1.
Season 4, episode 1. And Tyler. But yeah, I thought it started off started off like at a high level.
It started off strong.
Started off really strong, and I'm like, oh man, what's going on here? Like, you don't see no Demogorgons, like nothing about the Mind Flayer.
No, and we don't even see Hopper. I think until episode 2.
Yeah, you don't see him until you see him in
Or
Russia.
at least towards the end of episode 1. And
until he's in Russia.
Is in Russia.
But episode 1 in season 4 starts off in the lab. Remember when they're kids? You don't remember?
I don't remember.
When they were kids, remember they had the little description like,
"Oh,
we're
yes.
sorry for we're aware of the shooting, but this was filmed
a year
ago."
Yes, I remember.
When they showed all the kids.
Yes,
and we had no idea. We thought it was 11.
Right. So it gives the way they shot it and everything.
I got chills talking about that,
because
bro.
you don't
it's like
see
so good.
You don't see number 1. You just see 11 standing there, and then Papa comes in and says, "What did you do?"
It's like, what did you do?
Speaking of, like, what the heck? I thought Papa was dead.
I thought she was just talking. I thought he was just talking about like what she just did there to all the kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, she just snapped. But we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
But like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
And you don't notice the portal in the back of him.
No, because I don't think it was there in the shot at the time.
No, it was.
It had closed. It was
it
just
closed, but it's just a crack in the
wall.
But you don't know that.
You're not looking at that.
You have to like. You really have to stop it and look.
Yeah, you're not looking at that. You're looking at all the
dead
all
bodies.
the people. Yeah, and then her eyes were bleeding, and then that was crazy.
That was written very well.
That was. And then what? And then it jumps
and then
to.
it turns into Hawkins. It shows.
It jumps
current,
to Hawkins, right?
And then it shows like Christy having these, these headaches.
She's having like these Freddy Krueger nightmares.
Yeah, and then she ends up going to Eddie because she's like, "Hey, do you have anything to help me with this?" She's going to see the guidance counselor or the therapist, whatever it is.
Yeah, I think almost everybody was talking to the guidance counselor.
Yeah, which is weird. I feel like in season 5, there's something with her that is the reason why these kids. It's like, yeah, she's the guidance counselor, but it's like
she knows
all these kids. All these kids died almost. Pretty much everybody talking to you died.
Yeah.
So it makes me think like, I don't know. It made me think like, man, like, is she like, does she have anything to do with Vecna? That's what I thought. I was like, man,
that's what they thought too.
I'm like, man, there's something going on here. Like, it's not just like oh yeah, everybody dies that talks to me. No, it's like all the last 3 students, or 2 students, because it was 3, because Patrick too, the black kid that died at the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. Yeah, Christy started having these like headaches, these nosebleeds, and all these things, and I think she died.
The bathroom scene where it's just like
where Vecna's there.
Yeah.
You don't see him, but you hear the voice.
No, she's in the hallway. You hear the clock. You know what I mean? And like
that's when she died, though, right?
She died.
But that's when she died. But
she died in the trailer.
Yeah,
but in the bathroom scene when Max was hiding.
Yeah.
When Max was hiding, and she hears her like going crazy.
Yeah, she sees her.
Not going crazy, but she hears her like she knows something's up.
Crying
like,
and stuff.
It's definitely
she's not herself.
Yeah.
And then she ends up going to the woods to meet Eddie.
Yeah, later on.
And then I can't remember if that nerdy kid, the journalist, that was episode 1 or 2. You know, when he dies, which is episode 2, I think.
When he dies?
The journalist, the one that worked with Nancy.
Yeah.
He died. That was episode 2.
It was either 2 or 3. It was when Nancy was starting to investigate everything, and she went into the.
It was probably episode 2.
Park. Yeah, the episodes were so.
It was
long.
either 2
Honestly,
or 3.
It was like it could be either one of those.
It could have still. To me, honestly, if I go rewatch them, they might be it might be in episode 1. Like it's just they were that long.
Just so long,
which I thought was cool.
I love that.
They could have broke them down to 30-minute episodes.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, with all the time each episode was, like, they could have been like, oh no, we're just gonna split them 30 minutes each. It would have been so much harder to watch. But I'm glad. That's why I'm saying I'm glad they kept them like that. But yeah, she started having these problems, and then next thing you know, she's in Eddie's trailer getting whatever substance he has to help her. And then from Eddie's point of view, like, she starts floating.
She starts floating out of nowhere, and
he's like screaming like, Christy. Like, bro, when he screamed though,
he got in his van and just drove off.
That was funny.
Yeah. I mean, I would do the same in his situation.
Bro, it was.
I would just get in the van and drive.
I felt bad for Eddie, man.
Yeah, I did too.
Like, the dude's the nicest guy ever, and the next thing you know, he's like,
He's this misunderstood metalhead who's also a nerd.
He's not a bad kid.
No, he's just misunderstood because he doesn't fit in with.
They think he's satanic. They think he's a bad person because, like, if he, they think, drugs related or he's satanic. And it's like, dude, he just plays a game about your imagination.
Yeah, literally. And then just listens to music that
metal.
is popular. Right?
Great
Just
metal music. This is music.
heavy metal music.
But, like, and then what else? I'm sure there's a lot more to touch base on with episode 1.
We talked about already, like the basketball game.
Mm-hmm.
That happened. The campaign. We see Erica, like she's like a level 9 or whatever in D&D.
I thought she said like 15.
Something like that.
She's a higher. When she said her rank, they're like,
she's a higher level than her brother.
Yeah,
and she don't even play with them. She probably plays with her other friends.
Yeah, which he didn't even realize.
She's mean, so she's not gonna talk to him.
No, I like his sister in the show.
I know, she's hilarious.
She is. Her facial expressions, how she treats Lucas.
I know.
And all his friends, which become her friends, I guess, too.
Yeah.
But
and then we also see Elle. We jump to California. We see Elle and Joyce and Will and Mike. I mean, and Will.
You don't
and
see Mike yet. You just see Will, Jonathan.
And they're talking about like they're talking about college. Like, is Jonathan and Nancy gonna go to the same college? Which he didn't even apply, and he didn't tell her.
Yeah.
He didn't even apply for college
because he doesn't want her to do, which is. I mean, I thought it was nice of him to be like, I don't want her to, give up everything for me just because I don't want to go to college.
Exactly.
I mean, but she could just go to a college around there. But
she wanted to go to the same college, and he lives in California, so I don't know what college would be. But anyway,
UCLA.
I guess if she goes
or USC.
She goes to California.
Yeah, but like. There was a lot of components to it, episode 1. I thought it started off really strong, and it was like, whoa.
And then Elle, her project, she's being bullied over her project. She chose Hopper as her inspiration. It's supposed to be somebody
Bullying
famous.
is something that they've highlighted in every single season, too.
Yeah, definitely. But I think they did more in this season.
Yeah, the bullying, like the next level bullying.
Yeah, which is not even, like, physical. It's more
Embarrassment. Like what they kind of did to Carrie. The movie Carrie.
The movie Carrie, yeah.
Like when they pour they just embarrassed her.
That's literally what that's another. That's a late 70s, early 80s movie as well.
Yeah, Elle kind of reminds me of Carrie.
Yeah, they have similar powers. Similar powers.
Who would win in a fight? Elle or Carrie?
I think Elle. Elle's stronger than Carrie.
You sure?
Yeah.
We gotta go rewatch Carrie.
But
Carrie is.
I think Carrie's strong, but I don't think she's.
I think it'd be a good fight. I would pay to see that.
Yeah.
I'd also probably die watching it. Like, being there in person.
Yeah, we would probably be one of the kids in the high school that gets trapped when it catches on fire.
How dare you wish that upon me? What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm just saying, we're watching it.
No,
we're standing there.
No, you know what I'm going to be doing if that happened?
I'll
be running up that hill.
You'll be John Travolta.
I'll be running up that hill.
You'll be John Travolta when he's driving his Chevelle and it gets crushed.
Nope.
No?
I'll be running up that hill. Making a deal with God. And I'd get him to swap our places.
Our places?
Running up that hill.
All right.
Running up that. That song is so good, man. Bro, I'm so jealous of my parents, man, for growing up in the 80s. Their music was so much better.
Yeah.
But that's neither here or there. It was there, but not here. Episode 2?
You want to jump to episode 2 already?
Or if there's anything else for episode 1, go ahead and talk about it. I mean, remember, those episodes are long.
Yeah.
We're just kind of highlighting like our favorite parts, I guess you could say.
So, like, I'm trying to think of everything.
There's no way we're gonna be able to, because episode 8 and 9 are the 2 episodes that have the most stuff going on.
Yeah, really.
So let's just jump to episode 2. 1.
So we're still stuck in Bullytown.
Bullytown.
We're still stuck in Bullytown. And,
is that when they bullied her outside, or was that at the skate?
No, that's when they bullied her outside.
Oh yeah, and they like stepped on her project.
I don't think I'm being picked up here.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
And they stepped on her project, and she hit him with the hey.
And she tried to use her powers. Oh man, I would have died of embarrassment.
I would have died. Like, just, I would have played dead. I would have played dead. Nice phone background.
Thank you. I'll send it to you later.
Love and Thunder. Love and Thunder. Yes. Shameless plug.
I think my wallpaper for my phone is gonna be of everything that we've talked about.
We talk about a lot.
No, I'm talking about like what the main episodes are.
We talk about a lot.
Nope.
All right. Episode 2, filled with embarrassment for Elle.
Yeah.
She's still feeling. She's trying to be, and also, that's not when she sees Mike, is it? It is, right?
That's when Mike
Yes.
goes over to spend
And
the summer with her.
She seems lost. She's trying to be something she's not. She's trying to impress Mike when he already loves her.
Yep.
And
He never says it though. Like
until later.
Right. He didn't want to lose her.
Yeah, for sure. And Will is having a hard time with Elle because he's like, "Why are you lying to Mike? Just be yourself."
Right. But he was being a jerk about it. He was being a jerk to Mike. He was being a jerk to Elle.
Well, obviously, it's like, dude, like, this is your best friend. Since you were possessed by the Mind Flayer, yo, your life has not changed. It's like you blipped.
Yeah.
It's like you blipped and you're stuck where you were before you got possessed. And everybody else is moving on. And you're just like, I just want to play D&D. And just, I'm like, bro, but we have to move on. But it's like coming from him, it's like he hasn't accepted the fact that they're all growing up. You know, he feels lost and stuck.
They mentioned that in season 3.
Yeah.
Will's like, what, you just want to sit? I'm sorry, Mike is like, you just want to sit in my basement for the rest of our lives and play D&D?
He goes, yes.
He goes, yeah. Like, yeah, that's not a bad deal. If you don't
D&D every day.
D&D every day, man, you don't have to work.
But sadly, we can't live that life.
We can't.
We'll just live in my guest room.
We can't. We just have to go to work.
Yeah, sadly. Work sucks. Corporate America sucks.
Work for yourself. All right.
He said, work for yourself. What footage?
Oh boy.
So go ahead. Episode 2, Elle's getting embarrassed. Mike
freaking
flies over in his private jet or whatever he came on.
slaps the chick
With a skate.
with a skate. That's assault with a deadly weapon. Where her nose was broken, any little higher, she could have died.
She deserved every bit of it,
She
bro.
did.
What was her name?
Didn't she throw chocolate milk at her?
Yeah. Not her. Like
Somebody
I think
threw something on her that was
it
chocolate.
was chocolate milk. First of all,
At the
if you're going to
skate.
throw any type of milk, let it be regular milk. Why chocolate milk? Chocolate milk's so good.
That's racist.
Chocolate milk is delicious. That's all I'm saying. But, yeah, she deserved it, to be honest.
She really did.
And then,
Will and Mike. I mean, sorry. Oh my God. L and Mike.
it's like Will L, Mike, Will L, Mike.
They get in this big argument about his letters. He says, dear Mike. Or
You don't
from
even
Mike.
tell, dear Mike, love you. Like arguing with him.
Yeah, like all of her letters end with love L, whatever. You know what I mean?
He never says love Mike.
No, and then he kind of explained it in the last episode. Like, I don't want to say that and then lose you. You know what I mean?
Such a true statement, bro. Like, that's just like a real fear that, people live with.
Yeah.
Like, if
You
I
don't-
say it, I feel like I'm going to lose you.
Right, exactly. And you don't want to lose the best thing in your life, which is probably that person or you know what I mean? Who you love. Yeah. So.
I feel like you're going to make a clip out of that.
Oh, there's a lot of clips.
A lot of clips.
And then we see what Nancy is working on the
With, I forget the kid's name.
I don't remember his name,
He was annoying.
but she was trying to report. Everything's like going missing. They're looking for
Like
what's
the
her
kids.
face.
And they're looking for Eddie.
They're looking for Eddie. They're looking for Christy because they think that she's missing. They don't know that she's dead yet. It hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, the cops have not seen her yet.
Right. Well, the cops have, but it hasn't been broken that she's.
Yeah, it hasn't been released to the
that
public.
she's dead.
That's
But
true.
then we see Lucas hanging with the basketball team at the abandoned restaurant.
Yeah.
Remember the restaurant from the very first season? Where
Well,
Elle eats
yeah,
the French fries?
that's where Lucas was They were there because they won the championship game.
Right, so that's their clubhouse.
They were like drinking.
Right.
Lucas is trying to fit in. He knows this is not his type of people that he wants to be with.
Right, especially when they start getting like they're like
violent.
Yeah, they start getting like baseball bats and axes to go look for Eddie's. Like he goes, I thought we were just looking. He's like, we are. And then what do you need the weapons for?
Yeah, Lucas was like, I thought we were just looking. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
like,
why?
And then it's like, oh, yeah, we are, but you know.
Yeah, they think he's a satanic person, so you know what I mean.
And then he finds out that. Then when they find out that Christy's dead, that's when Jason's like.
Because they start asking questions. The cops are asking them questions, and then they're like, well, she's dead, and she was your girlfriend, and the last person she was seeing was with Eddie Munson. So you know they get this idea.
Yeah, that Eddie killed her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I see why everybody thinks it's Eddie, obviously.
Yeah, he's in a trailer. She's drained of her juices. She's all dead, crumpled up.
Bone manipulations is broken.
Like all of them are broken.
Which is weird. I don't think people that die because of Vecna, they don't die. They become part of his army.
They become him. I think they become part of him.
Well, you remember in season 2 when Billy got all those people to bring him to the mind flare?
Oh, when they went to the
and it shows all those people.
They're being just turned into like meat sacks.
No, the people. It shows them in the upside down.
Yeah, they were being absorbed into like this giant meat thing that ended up being in the mall. Remember?
Yeah, but I'm saying at the end of it, they show them in the upside down, just as people.
Yeah, they're like trapped there.
I think they're part of Vecna's army.
Oh, definitely.
So that's something that I haven't seen yet. So it's gonna be probably released in season 5.
Speaking of Vecna's army, the last episode when it's showing one's fall into the upside down, and he lands and he's looking around, you see the Demodogs walking around, and you see the Demogorgons also.
Hey, they're already there.
I thought that was cool. Like he didn't create those. He doesn't.
Yeah, he didn't create them.
I thought he did. You know what I mean? But
he created the Mind Flayer, for sure.
The Mind Flayer is him.
Well, the Mind Flayer was already there, like the cloud that he created, but he formed it into whatever he wanted. He
controls it, right?
But now he's gotten the Demogorgons and the Demodogs and all that stuff. So
yeah,
which I thought was cool too, because I seen it. I'm like, what the heck, yo, that's a Demodog.
Yeah, you see it just climbing up the mountain,
and he kind of looks back.
Yeah,
and then he just minds his business.
And then he goes over the edge, and you see Hawkins, right? Did they show it? I don't remember.
I don't think.
I don't know if they showed what he saw, but I think we're just right to assume that it's Hawkins.
Yeah, for sure. But so wait, we were just talking about how they were trying to find Eddie.
Yeah.
At that point, Jason was trying to do his own thing.
He was hiding in a boathouse.
Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? You gotta hide somewhere. That's just really off the grid.
Yeah. Oh, and then we didn't talk about this, but we're reintroduced to Robin and Steve, their relationship, their friendship.
Yeah,
I think they have a great friendship.
They do.
They have a great friendship, and they're trying to look for this job where they can work together.
Mm-hmm.
And she has like this crush on this girl in band, but she doesn't know how to talk to her. And Steve is just like, oh, just like be yourself and just go up, just go talk to her.
Yeah, and then she finally gets the courage to.
Yeah, at the end.
Well, not really. She doesn't talk to her. The girl talks to her.
The girl, she gets nervous and she doesn't stop talking.
But yeah.
She makes like a double peanut butter sandwich.
She's like, oh my gosh, I made it like a peanut butter sandwich.
You have one of those that gets stuck to the roof of your mouth.
No, I don't. Well, I don't know what it's. I don't know what that feels like to have a double peanut butter sandwich.
It's when you want peanut butter and jelly, but you don't have jelly, so you just peanut butter on both sides of the bread.
That sounds like a sad day.
It's not good.
Sounds like a peanut butter banana sandwich.
It's not good.
But so that's later.
They end up working. No, they show them in season 1. I mean, episode 1.
Yeah, and I'm talking about that situation later.
Yeah. But then they end up working at the home.
We're already
video.
coming up at 40 minutes.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so like we gonna.
Well, they end up working at the home video store, which I would love to work.
At a video store back of them?
Video rental store.
Like a Blockbuster?
Blockbuster or Hollywood Video, or
Blockbuster.
even just like a mom and pop shop,
yeah.
like family video. Like we
I
used to
miss
have
going to those every Friday.
there was a family video that was around here that was
They had
still
a Hollywood video that was
yeah.
right on Portsmouth.
So they had one on Person's Boulevard, and then we also had a Blockbuster. But then also
Yeah, Blockbuster was in St. Lucie West.
the one that was just recently closed, they turned it into a Big Apple Pizza. It's now it used to be a family video rental store.
Yeah.
It closed like a couple years ago. It was still around. You can just go in there and
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you can rent Blu-rays and stuff, and you could buy movies from them.
Was that the one in off US 1?
No, that was the one off of Gatlin. At the end of Gatlin, turns into Portsmouth Boulevard.
Oh, wow, I have no idea.
Yeah, they were there.
Oh, that's cool. But okay, so we're talking about episode 3 now,
I guess.
or 2? Well, yeah. Well, 2 ends with. Well, you got Jason. It kind of
I think they shows Hopper, everything that he's
going on in
through.
Russia.
Yeah, he eats this like watered down oatmeal and just moldy bread.
Yeah. So, I'm not. To be honest, breaking it down episode by episode is really hard.
It's really tough.
So like that's like we're already coming up on 42 minutes.
That's fine. We
You
can
know,
go a
like-
little longer. It doesn't have to be exactly an hour. It can be.
We could do like part 1, part 2, part 3. Like, bro, there's a lot to talk about in Stranger Things. You know that.
Yeah.
But like, so just to make it a little interesting, the way Vecna like went after his victims was interesting. He would never did it physically. It was like Freddy Krueger style.
Yeah, he was so
He literally was meditating,
right.
and he would go into and he would kill him that way,
Right.
which I thought was pretty cool.
Which I want to say, I know we're jumping around, but
That's okay.
the
to
way
jump around.
when they showed him, and he was, in the house, he was in was it? He's
Elevated.
he was in the attic. He was like
lifted up,
yeah,
attached to like
elevated.
his web technical
His
thing.
webs, literally, the best song that they could have chosen for Eddie to play is "Master of Puppets" because that's literally what he is. Once he's got you, he controls
You're a puppet,
you.
yeah.
You're his puppet, and he is the master. You see, like, I'm wearing the Master Puppets album cover shirt, and you see the strings just like going into the graves, like literally controlling you.
Yeah.
So that was perfect. When I saw that, I was like, oh, he's basically like he's mastering them, like he's controlling them, like he has this hold on them. And then the way he gets you is like, you hear the clock, it's 4 chimes that we learn later on from Max. It chimes 4 times.
So yeah. So peanut butter's banned over there.
Yeah, when he opened the box, I was like, oh, it's Jif.
I bet you that tasted amazing though. After dealing with what he deal with,
Yeah, and then not eating.
Hopper had a lot to deal with, man. Like, lost so much weight,
He did.
and he's a completely different person.
He looks good though. I mean, like, no, but like,
I know, I'm kidding. No, he looks good. Like his character looks good. Like I like him with the short hair.
definitely,
means
he
business.
looks better. He looks like he could be a better cop now.
Yeah, the way he freaking killed that Demogorgon with
Yeah.
the sword, I was like, oh man, reminds me back in my days in Nam. But yeah, so there's this season. Obviously, to me, is the best season they've released.
Yeah, season 3 and definitely this season are my favorites.
And I think it's cool how music is. They use music as the way to bring up happy memories in this.
Yeah.
When they get like, obviously Christy didn't. They didn't do that with Christy, Patrick,
Didn't know.
or the journalist. But when Max
They figured it out.
is
I don't remember how they figured it out.
sure,
But they figured it out.
her character, bro, is. I love Max.
I love
Mad Max.
I love Max.
Remember, that's Mad Max.
When they introduced her in season 2.
When season 2
was really good.
at the arcade, that's Mad Max.
Yeah, Mad Max.
They beat all the guys' scores. Like, ah, man,
They were
Mad
playing-
Max.
What was it, Castlevania they were playing?
Yeah, I think so. But when she gets lifted up, man, the first time,
Oh, in the graveyard?
yeah, and it seems like they kind of, it's not no theory or anything, but like when Dustin was like, oh, it's like maybe he didn't want you there. Like it's like she went into his mind almost. Like she was in that area where he was just, it had him there, and then it had the other people that he killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like he was like almost like surprised she was there. You know? Because he's
But
usually
he was coming for her though.
yeah.
So I don't.
Well, no, I'm talking about when Max showed up in that area. Like the initial first response, like when she ran away or whatever, she was there and he was in that little like broken down house area
Oh yeah.
and he was like doing something and she like goes there and he like it's like he not he didn't get spooked, but it's like he was like what are you doing here?
Yeah, like why are you here?
Yeah, kind of, and it was just like maybe he really didn't want her there. Maybe that's like a place where she's not supposed to see. But then we see later that 11 ends up there too. Later, so I guess it's not just that. But speaking of Max though, her favorite song is Kate Bush, Running Up That Hill.
Yeah. That's her favorite song.
What would
That was a new release at that time. That song had just come out. That tape is a single.
yeah. If you so I got in the trance, right? And Vecna took over me.
Yeah.
Like what
song would you want?
what song? No, that's not the question. You should know. What song are you playing for me when I get lifted in the air? Like, what song are you playing? Like, the song that obviously, like, every time it's on, it's like instant. Like,
You turn it up.
yeah, like just jam out air drums like crazy.
I think it's Ocean Avenue by Yellow Card.
That is a good one. That's a good one.
I think that's the one that'll do it for you.
You think that'd be the one to get me out of Vecna's curse?
I think so. You sing that one all the time.
I think I might get too into the song and he might just kill me. I won't run away.
No, I think it'd be running.
I'll try to get him to play with me. If I could find you now. And then go. I don't think that's a good song to run to. Run away from something with like
It's a good running song. It's
like
fast-paced.
this. You're like
You don't have to stop to sing.
for you, if you got in Vecna's curse, I'm playing
Yeah, what'd you play?
what I play?
Yeah, what'd you play for me?
Anything by Parkway Drive.
Okay. Yeah.
I would definitely play a Parkway
Anything
Drive.
by
song. Anything. Not there's not specific anything. You'll be like, "Oh my gosh, I got to run." You're like, "Oh, I can run away." But like cuz like since they played Running Up That Hill, I was like, "Man, that's such a good song to actually run away from something to." And then that instantly brought me to that song Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls.
yeah.
And I'd give up forever to
But that's a
touch
sad
you.
song. I think you should just sit there and start crying.
But I mean, like it sounds like something you would run away to. It's like a
Nah.
happy, like Ocean Avenue ain't that happy.
No, but it's fast paced.
It is, but running up that hill.
You can't choose that. That's Max.
Yeah, I know. But I like music too much. I like a lot of music. You could probably play anything.
I love a lot of music.
You can probably play.
Yeah. You can play anything for
Just
me.
got a little thunder.
I like anything by Parkway Drive would work. Really. I love that band.
No, yep. Parkway Die. Anyways, can't spell drive without putting die in it. I would not go to that concert with you. I was afraid.
Should.
After you took me to that Ginger concert, I freaked out.
That was way after.
I was like,
That was way after.
when they did the wall, we're going to do the wall of death. The
Ginger
wall
was
of death. Remember
Ginger was at least 2 years
You remember
after.
that?
Yeah, I remember.
We're going to do the wall of death.
in a small
Wall
little
of
bar.
death. I'm like, oh,
No
I'm going
bigger
to
than
back
this
up all the
room.
way to the back of the room.
Yeah,
Went to the bathroom. The guy was trying to get me to buy cologne. He's like, hey, I got this.
that's
and I
West
got
Palm for
this.
you.
Hey, buy me something. And I'm like, sir, I'm okay. I got mine right here.
That's West Palm Beach for you.
That's Palm West Beach. But so you would play Ocean Avenue. I'd play anything but Parkway Drive. That would actually be a cool thing to know from everybody else. You know, that's gonna view this. If you guys get this far in the video,
What's your favorite song?
put
What song would you
the
wanna
song
play?
that you would play for your best friend if Vecna had his, you know, his curse on your friend. What would you play? But I don't know, man. Max to me is one of the best characters this season.
Yeah,
Like, she put her all in it, man. Lucas too. Her and Lucas really elevated in my eyes. Like when she was like about to die, when she was like, I don't want to die. I'm not ready to die. I'm not ready. Like I felt that. Like I felt when Lucas is like, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. You're not gonna die. You're not gonna die.
yeah. And then I know we're jumping around, but like
We're supposed to.
when he sees when Max thinks that Lucas is like being mean, but then you see his eyes. Then you see his
That
eyes
threw
are
me
like,
off because I was like, what's he talking
yeah,
about?
why is he being so mean? But then you see his eyes like they're like
And then
milky,
they have the,
and then his
yeah.
voice changes like oh.
Okay, she's in a
and then
trance.
it cuts back, and Max is just sitting there like with her eyes behind and like back of her head, and he's trying to wake her up. That I loved that. I loved when they did that throughout the season. When they always did it,
transitions.
yeah, they always did it with Max. They never knew when she was gonna
Going to trance.
right.
And I love how for the consumer or the viewer, they literally just made it look like it was just like when he was like, "You wanted your brother to die?
Yeah,
What kind of person are you?
yeah.
Normal people don't do that." And I'm like,
Because it's
I'm like, he's got a point, but
They
man,
were literally having that conversation in real life. They were probably having that conversation, and then right before he was even thinking of saying that, she went into the trance with Vecna.
and he was
And
like,
then
Max.
he was like using, he was probably like he could know what Lucas was gonna say or think about that situation. I mean, anybody would probably ask that question. It's like, you wanted your brother to die? Like nobody
Who
is
thinks
like,
that?
yeah, nobody thinks that way.
No, 100%. I agree with that 100%, bro. But like, I just that scene was just, dang, man. That was a sad scene. I cried a few times in this season. I don't know about you,
No,
but I boohoo.
I mean,
I boohoo cried in episode
seeing
9.
Seeing Max die got me real sad because like she's one of my favorite.
I cried,
characters.
bro. Rest in peace, Eddie Munson.
Yeah.
I lost it.
Oh, when Eddie died, like
Oh
that
my-
was sad.
Thunder. Thor's coming. Or it's the Silver Surfer. But yeah, dude. When Eddie is such a hero, and the whole season, we're no heroes. Look at us. We're not heroes.
Yeah.
And then when they're playing D&D, he's like, "There's no shame in running. Don't try and be a hero."
Yeah.
And then like,
Definitely.
because I was like, all right, good. He's gonna run away. He's gonna do it. He's gonna survive. This is gonna be great. Next
No,
thing you
and
know,
then he felt guilty.
yeah, for running.
Because he ran away from Chrissy, and now he's running away from. He's just running away.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't want to. He doesn't want to be remembered as that. So Dustin's in the real world, and he's in the upside down.
And he cuts the blanket to get back.
And then he gets on his bike and goes, and then he finally trips, and then see, I was like, man, is he gonna die here? Is this it?
Yeah.
Is he gonna die? And the next thing you know, it shows him like fighting him.
He was fighting him with his like Captain America shield with knives, with like
the nails going
the
through
nails,
it.
I mean.
Thought it was so heroic, and he goes, "This one's for you, Christy," or Christy, and then I was like, "Gosh, man, like,
Well, he said that when he was playing.
yeah,
song,
this one's
but-
for you, Chrissy." I was like, "Oh my, bro, that was couldn't have picked a better song."
Definitely not.
That was. It just makes me more excited for season 5, man.
Yeah.
The way season 4 ended with Will.
And just like the whole town is
It's
like,
like in an
you saw
uproar.
it like crack, and then it ended in the middle.
Everybody's
everything-
freaking out.
Everybody's freaking out. They're calling it an earthquake, which is it kind of was. If you don't know what's going on, you're gonna think that's an earthquake, but we know
It's
that it
Vecna.
is the upside down trying to get back. It's trying to come in here again.
Yep.
Which I feel like the cops in the town and maybe the parents of the kids
They're really
should know. I feel like they should really know what's going on because
Well, the cops really didn't know.
the only one that knows
before.
is Hopper. But the cops still don't know. But I feel like they should know what's going on.
Remember, Hopper is the only one that knew. He ended up in Russia. So, bro,
But he did that. He did that to save.
yeah.
To
So
save
say it,
Hawkins.
but the cops don't know what he saw or what he's experienced or what he
no,
saw.
no. But I'm talking about like the Demodogs and the Demogorgons. Like when they see them, they should be like explained. Like, okay, this is from another dimension. It's Hawkins, but it's another dimension. A few years back, 'cause remember Nancy goes to her room, and her journal is the day that Will went to the upside down. Will went
When he
missing.
went missing, yeah. But I mean, but the cops though they still don't know because I think in season 5, Hopper is gonna explain.
That's what I'm saying. Like in the next season, they should know. And the
Oh,
parents of the kids,
I thought you were saying that like, oh, then they still don't know. They should know. I thought you meant like in season 4 they should know, but no.
No,
yeah.
in the next season. So like,
Oh,
and I
they
feel
definitely.
like
I
the
hope
parents,
so.
Like Lucas's parents, Will's parents,
They should.
Dustin's mom.
Well, because Will's mom is the only one that knows.
Because Will's the one that went missing.
And she's experienced the Upside Down and the Demogorgons.
Yeah.
So
So I feel like they should all.
They're
know.
going to explain it to them.
I feel like Nancy's dad, won't give a crap, but the mom will. Like I feel like they paint him in a way that he just kind of like one of those parents.
I think he'll die in season 5.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know. They paint him as one of those parents. It's like he disciplines you from the couch.
Yeah, he's not.
Type
He
of
seems
dad.
like the guy that's just like, man, I work too hard. I'm just sit on the couch, whatever.
Watch TV. The mom is always doing stuff.
Yeah. But season 4,
Season 4 was great, but
we only talked about like not even half the season.
yeah, we haven't
Like
talked about it.
there's so much more to talk about.
I know.
So
So I feel like this is a good place to stop. We're coming up on
before
an hour,
that, what do you rate season 4, man?
but- Oh man, what? 5 stars.
Amen,
Five-
brother.
5 out of
Same
5.
here.
5 out of
Same
5.
here. We just connected. 5. I don't know why I said that. We just connected.
5 pineapple pizzas out of 5 pineapple pizzas.
Yes. That. This is a great time to
This is
end
a great
it.
place to stop.
We
All right,
will.
so
So we're gonna discuss. I guess we can.
I guess this is part 1, and we'll do part.
We'll
2
do a
next
part
week.
2. We'll get more in depth on more so of I guess more of our favorite episodes out of the whole season, and we can dissect each other's favorite episodes.
Well, yeah, and we'll also talk more about the season finale.
Yeah, with the way it ended
Yeah.
with
I
Will.
mean, we kind of we sprinkled it throughout the
Yeah.
episode here, but I feel like we'll get more in depth in it. Like, there's just so much to talk about with Stranger Things in general. It's just too much.
Yeah, but
It's good. It's great content.
but thank you guys for tuning in to Let's Be Real. This is episode 2. Thank you so much. I'm Tyler, and I'm Tyler. Hey, remember, stay classy and get stranger. Geez, you're still here. Well, since you're still here, go ahead and like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. We really appreciate you guys watching. This is episode 1, Thor: Love and Thunder. You guys have a great night and stay classy.